Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Angle. My name is Shantanu Vyas and I'm here to bring you the preview of the second semi-final of the Euros 2020 between England and Denmark. Yes, you heard that right. England are in a second consecutive semi-final of a major international tournament. The previous one was the World Cup 2018 and now they have made it till here. Brilliant show against Ukraine by England. Wow, I mean, it was clinical. On the other hand, Denmark is a perfect case of resilience, perseverance. Eriksson would be a proud man right now of his teammates, of the way of the valor, and of the, you know, of the contingencies they have faced, and how they have carried up themselves, and come here, climb up the ladder, and are in a semi-final against England at Wembley. This game will be on the 8th of July, 12:30 a.m. India time. And wow, the ground will be buzzing because obviously it's a home game for England. The fans will be absolutely ecstatic, electrifying. Now, let's have an insight into what this semi-final will look like. Now, England versus Denmark. Wow. It's a great contest, mouth-watering contest. You know, England will have that valor of playing at home. They'll have the extra motivation to play at home, but at the same time, it's pressurizing as well because it's your home fans and you don't want to disappoint them. You don't want to, absolutely not put in a bad performance. Whereas on the other hand, Denmark are in more of a spot where they have nothing to lose. They have had a very tough tournament, I would say. And yes, England beat Ukraine 4-0, which was amazing to see. And it was something which was clinical, and every English fan after that would have been only happy and would be singing "It's coming home." Let's see if it can come home, and whether it will. On the other hand, you have Denmark, who beat Czech Republic 2-1. Thomas Delaney put up a great show. I haven't mentioned in my earlier videos as well that he is a key player for Denmark. So yeah, I think it's better that we have a look at their lineups. Denmark will go in a 3-4-3 formation against England. That's what they played even against Czech Republic, with Schmeichel in goal, Westergaard, Simon Kjaer, and Christensen as part of the defense. This has been a solid defensive display from them. Although, yeah, they have conceded 5 goals, but they've been strong at the back in terms of keeping it as tight as they can. Delaney, Højbjerg have been running the midfield, so much like England's Rice and Phillips, they are also kind of the ones who would recover the ball and pass it to the supply, the attacking output ahead. Now they don't have a central playmaker; they have more have like wing backs in Mahail and Larson, Striker. So you know I don't know whether Damsgaard, Bjornberg, and Brathwaite are more strikers. I think Damsgaard will also push towards the left, and he'll try to stretch that English defense. They will try to exploit spaces, and he'll try to exploit certain aspects about this. But I think the real X factor with Denmark is Dolberg. He's had a phenomenal knockout phase, and he will only hurt England because he's more of a one chance striker, and with with the one chance or a one cross in the box, he'll be phenomenal. Yes, England. Yes, I do believe they will go in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Jordan Pickford starting in goal. Maguire and Stones has been a solid defensive partnership, and Shaw and Walker as their wing backs. This defense has clearly worked. They have not conceded a single goal in this tournament. So shout out to this defense. Calvin Phillips and Rice, I think, are the unsung heroes of this team. They have done the hard yards, and they've done absolutely the work of winning the ball and supplying it to the attackers, and they have done a phenomenal job. Now talking about the attack, Sterling, Mount, and Saka. Yes, I have. Although I wanted Grealish to start, but I think Mount, Saka, and Sterling will start. Saka will come off, the knock he's had, and Sterling, being their top scorer, will play. Mount, I think he has that extra bit of bite in him, which will also put him into those advanced positions and help him score if Sterling and Kane are kept quiet. Saka is, he is kind of that X factor which will help them. They have two guys coming off the bench in terms of Grealish and Sancho, which I do believe will be utilized in this match because if Denmark decide to sit back and absorb all their attacks. They will need more creative outputs, and more 1v1 situations will erupt, which will enable Grealish and Sancho to open up the Denmark defense. Speaking stats, England have scored 8 goals, conceding none. Yes, you heard that right. One of the best defensive sides in this tournament. I would say not one of the best defensive side in this tournament. They have an average possession of all their games combined of 53%, and their passing accuracy is 88%. So they have been very clinical in their passing. Big shout out to Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice. They have ran a brilliant midfield show. Also, they are one of the hardworking teams. Yes, they have ran about 524 kilometers. So on an average in every match around 105 kilometers. So it is slightly not that hardworking a team in which, but they have good position play, which helps them recover the ball faster. Their main strength, I would say, is crossing. They have a 30% crossing accuracy rate. We saw what Luke Shaw did in the last game. Denmark, on the other hand, have scored 11 goals, conceded 5. Yes, and their average possession is around 52%, with a passing accuracy of 82%. So on their passing part of it, the midfield has not clicked that well, but they have been really hardworking in the sense of they have ran 525 kilometers, and again like 525 to 526 kilometers in all their games, and on an average, yeah, around 106, 107 per game. So there's very little, to their side. Denmark will have to make sure that that there are not many English crosses in, and to penetrate to that defense, their attack has to be really well set up. Now England have to be really careful of Denmark in terms of losing the ball in key areas, and the first 20 minutes for England is crucial in this game, because Denmark in their last 2 games have scored in the first 20 to 25 minutes. So England cannot start slow. England have to be on the front foot from minute 1 till the 90th minute. So that's about it about the stats. Now, as per my opinion, England, although has scored 8 goals, they've had players who have stepped up to every occasion they have desired. Kane is back into this scoring of things, and into the scheme of things. I said that when I was doing the round of 16 video. I said that he will step up. He's a class player. Sterling, massive shout out to Sterling. I feel guilty that in none of my videos I have given a huge shout out to him, because what a player. He's been England's top scorer. That assist for Harry Kane against Ukraine was absolutely unbelievable. So that's one thing. But guys, England, please play Jack Grealish. I mean, he's a fantastic player. I hope he does play. And although I have put Mason Mount in my lineup. On the other hand, Denmark, yes, their biggest strength is their solidarity, their unity. They will be out there not to do it for themselves. They'll be out there to do it for the nation, which has been behind them since match 1. They have won this tournament in the past, when Peter Schmeichel was part of that team and he was part of that setup. But now they have somewhat of a new challenge in front of them. Playing England in Wembley is going to be a mammoth of a challenge. You cannot underestimate that, because England at Wembley are some different gravy. So yeah, that's about it. This is my opinion. Again, as I said, I'm not doing any predictions, just hoping for a clean, good, entertaining game. So to conclude this video, yes, this is the second semi-final, also the second last match going into the tournament. The next video will be on the final of the Euros 2020. Kind of feel sad because it's been such a good tournament, and now that it ends. But yes, in a month's time, we have the Premier League beginning. So the leagues come back into the scheme of things, and there's a transfer market. Yes, there is a transfer market. I will be covering the football transfer market and what kind of deals are going on, the potential deals, the good deals, and yeah, those kind of things will happen. And with the league coming in, we can discuss so much about teams and their setups and whatnot. So I think exciting times are ahead. But at the end of the day, it's been fun covering this particular part of it. But again, the final is upon us, and I hope we see a terrific semi-final series. And then going into the final, it's just an ecstatic experience. So thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, and see you in the next video.